Greetings everyone, here's Lodrick again, and this is a game War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. This is my play by email match against KilRoy. This is scenario 1 on the game version 27, and I just picked Christmas Island without a fight, so KilRoy don't keep any base force there. That is nice. At least it will secure my position at the Dutch East Indies. But it looks also that there's an allied submarine trying to mine Comarc. This is what KilRoy always like to do. Sneak in with submarines and mine my ports. But so far it was not really too successful. Tja. Okay. Now there are also corvettes out of Canada, taking my poor submarines. Maybe I must get a little more distance to Port Sydney. More landings. And the dot bases at the Marshall Islands. Luckily, one submarine cannot carry so many mines, so it is not a big task to clean this kind of attacks. This looks like a hunter group for my patrol boats at Marshall Islands. For some reason I was able to, this is a little lucky, get 4 hits on a destroyer with a patrol boat and inflict here heavy damage. Or this destroyer was already little damage, I don't know. Normally it is of course a very one-sided show, because the destroyer is faster, much more better equipped with guns, and the patrol boat is really only a scouting vessel. Some ground strikes. And KilRoy scout Comarc and I scout Nomaya. The Australians have still 2 powerful guns to attack my aircraft. But I also inflict damage on this retreating Australian forces in the open clear terrain. It's much more harder here to attack in Burma. This hex is also clear terrain, so I like to hit these British forces on the ground. It looks like they're also not really well equipped more with supplies. Last turn I was also able to more or less defeat the Chinese forces at Wenchao, at least force out a bunch of the units, and hopefully today I can finish all resistance in the hex. Problem is here in Townsville, this is the only location where I really don't know how to solve the issue now. But KilRoy throw every day little bombs on my units, and I cannot really support them. There's also a new airstrike campaign, I think, against my forces in North Borneo. Burma, not Borneo. And I have to build first a new airport up in the north to get some fighters up. I cannot find the target. Too bad with it. Pity. Some port strikes. Okay. But my flag can also kill, especially if the strike is coming so low. Okay. Again, no carrier activity. Nothing very surprising. There are still some Dutch units. Hopefully they're out of supplies and don't really ask for a fight. So this is the second battle of Wenzhou. There's still one stronger Chinese corps, but it's also now defeated. Finally, the industry of Wenzhou is secured, and the Chinese units are maybe broken first. Bombardments, and here this is for me clearly in favor. Similar to Nanchang, it's status quo is more or less for me in favor. I can make these bombardments every day. I have the supplies, and the Chinese are slowly but steadily melting away. And I'm also back with my new rebuilt Japanese division and capture Hanoi. So finally, I also recapture the capital of Vietnam and destroy here the Chinese forces or force them out. And the counter attack in the Marshall Islands also continue. Not that its dot bases really have any value. And the British Rangoon army is also still trapped and not really have any chance to move around or fight with me. So, not really big activity around the map, but I still try to get the Chinese war area under control and similar to Burma. And I'm waiting for my tanks in Australia to catch up with the infantry. Standard air losses, I would say. One killed pilot. Oh, okay. No ship sunk this turn. There was also no sinking sound, so there was really nothing. And in China, no real change, only that I took now Wenzhou. The industry is more or less still intact. That is okay. Now I can also produce here something. And I was able to take Hanoi. Hanoi have some damage to industry and resources, but it's acceptable. So I have also now trapped this Chinese unit, so I can maybe defeat it completely. No real change here in Burma, but I was able to bring in my forces to take this last British base connected to the Chinese border with the street, more or less. I mean, of course, there's one more base, but it's now soon over that there's any British forces back in or left over in Burma. So I don't need more time. I really don't rush here. I wait for more supplies and resources to arrive. And a lot of resource shipping and oil shipping and fuel shipping and all of this stuff, of course. And yeah, if I can take here every day one Dutch base, then it's also soon over. tanks arrive already, and yeah, my tanks arrived, so I can now start to walk. Yeah. More or less, I'm already walking with infantry because they are slower, and tanks will also start here. Normally, tanks can make on clear terrain and on the street more or less 1 hex per day. So I think with the support of my air force, I can always interrupt and slow down the Australian retreat, and this means I can hopefully completely wipe out these Australian forces before there's any backup forces waiting for them and they are able to rebuild their defense line. And in Nomaya, I still bring in my division, so maybe 1 week I can attack Nomaya. There are also some bigger forces, I don't know, 9 ships, reported heavy cruisers, who knows? Maybe this is a new bombardment fleet. Marshall Islands is quiet. I was able to more or less, I think, pick up nearly every base the Allies took. So it's only the main base here. And I still see here not much, only a lot of infantry overstacking the base. Good. See you next time. Take care. Bye bye.